Hello friends, today we will start with unit number 6, that is the multiple integration. Now in this particular unit we are going to do double integration as well as triple integration, and also we'll see some of the applications of this double and triple integration. Fine. Okay. So first we will start with double integration. Now, first of all, we should understand what is the geometrical interpretation of this double integration. Okay, so uh, I'll explain this as a what you can say a generalization of single integration, right? So single integration, basically single definite integration, you have already understood. So I just take here a geometrical interpretation of single integration. Say suppose there is a curve, uh, right? This curve is f of x. Then what you do is on this x-axis you take 2 points, so A and say B, and then you draw these lines. Okay, so this line is basically x equal to A line, and this line is x equal to B line, right? And when you integrate, so when you integrate f of x dx from a to b, so this is from x equal to a to x equal to b, right? You will get the area under this. Okay, you will get the area under this curve from x equal to a to x equal to b and above x axis. This is very important. Above x axis. Fine. So area of this particular part you can obtain by doing this integration. Okay, we have seen this. Now see that here I will call that this part of x-axis, so that is the interval a comma b, is a domain of integration. Is a domain of integration. So what I am saying now, that in first single value or single variable integration, that is integral f of x dx, some part of x-axis, that is a interval on x-axis, becomes my domain of my integration. Okay, now I am generalizing this to double integration. So when you generalize this to double integration, you have to come to a three-dimensional picture. So let's draw here a three-dimensional picture. So this is, say, z axis, then we have x-axis and we have y-axis. Okay, now whenever you take a curve in one dimension, this is a one dimension, so actually you are drawing a curve on a plane, right, on a board. So it is just one variable equation. But whenever you consider an equation of two variables, say f of x comma y, it becomes a surface in three dimensions. So what kind of surface? So let me draw here a surface. Okay. So now think of this as a piece of paper, okay, which is kept like this one, right, at some height. So this is actually your floor, xy plane, and you have taken something above. Okay, on the z-axis, you are taking some height over here, right? This becomes your function f of x. Okay, so it becomes a surface now, a kind of surface. Okay. Now, what I am doing is here, what is my domain of integration? It is an interval AB on x-axis. Remember. So here the domain is the interval A to B. Now here what I am doing is, here I am taking this domain. Okay. Now this is a single line. Fine. But now we are taking the domain on our plane, xy plane. Right. So I'll take a domain, say a rectangle, like this. Okay, where say from here says O to A, this is X is varying, and O to B, Y is varying. So this rectangle, okay, is called as a curve, or is called as a region. So this is a region. And how you define this region? This region is defined as OA cross OB. So it's a rectangle basically, right? So here now your domain is a rectangle, right? And what you are doing is actually you are slicing this into small rectangles. This rectangle, that is this region, you are slicing in small regions, and each region, okay, is a small rectangle, very small rectangle, okay, whose area can be easily determined, right? So we say that every region is of say width as delta x, and the length breadth as say delta y. Then what will be the area of this particular region? The area, that delta A, will be say delta x into delta y, right? And what you do next is you make a tube like this. You make a tube like this, a tube like structure over here. So this is a picture that we have. So from a surface, okay, you make some tubes like this, okay, and then if you multiply with a height. Now what is the height? Height is the function. So if I multiply fxy with delta A, right, I will get a volume of this particular tube. Okay, so height is f of xy, the base area is delta A, so I am multiplying the base area into height, so that gives me the volume of the tube. And if I add all these volumes, that means if I integrate all these volumes, okay, I'll get what? A total volume under this curve over this region, under this curve over this region, right? And that volume is represented by the double integration. So this is same as double integration over this region R of fxy dx dy. Okay, so so actually double integration gives you the volume under a particular curve, okay, on a particular region, right? Okay, so so here you are getting the area, and here you are getting the volume. Fine. Okay, so we will see the illustrations of these kind of thing, and how we will actually work out the examples, right? So in the next video we'll see all this stuff.